All right, so here we go, everyone. A conversation plan overview. And we have none other than our sales development manager, Daniela, who is going to be our trainer for today. And I will be your host as well. So Daniela, she is the sales development manager at Opulence Global. She has the mandate to further the ability of all entrepreneurs associated with the company to reach their full potential in growing their businesses. As a sales development manager, she has over 17 years of experience in direct sales. This background is actually what laid the ground for her current position, which is developing the company's sales force, creating strategies that give partners real workaround for selling the products, as well as growing their organization. And just like many of us, Daniela actually is big on giving back. She donates her time, skills, and resources to different nonprofit organizations. She is a member of the entrepreneurial group BEST and a lead member of the Hispanic Women's Network in Canada. And a little bit about myself, Ifra Hassan, Lifestyle Director from Ottawa, Canada. I've been with the company for 4 years, and I'm honored to sit here with all of you today as someone who has been able to really achieve that goal, that dream that many of us come into this, which is to have the financial and the time freedom, because I was able to quit my government job right in the middle of the pandemic 2 years ago. So without further ado, I would like to give this back to our sales development manager, Daniela, and I will stop sharing.
That's awesome. Sometimes I love it, and thank you, Ifra. Sometimes we actually forget, that we have proper introduction and everything. So I just feel really, really comfortable with you. So thank you for that. So let's get started. Please put your questions in the Q&A. Also, Ifra, feel free to co-present with me, as well as bringing the questions if there's something in the panel at the same time I am explaining, because this is all about you and I want to make it very, very dynamic. Okay, so first of all, this is like the simplified version where we are going to go about the ways that we actually earn money in the company. So number one is retail profits, which is up to 59%. Profitability, remember, in numbers is about profitability from every product that you actually sell. And we're going to have a retail profit training on its own. Number two, we actually have wholesale profits, which is up to $250 every time you launch a shop as a lifestyle advisor. Number three, personal team bonus. You can earn 5% on all the purchases of your lifestyle promoters and 10% on all your personal retailers. Okay, so every time they buy something, you get that portion of commission. It's a bonus. Number four, free cruises and luxury vacations. There is always a rank advancement incentive. So every time you rank advance, there is an extra perking incentive for you. Number five, Opulence Car Club, up to $4,000 for the dream car every single month that you qualify for it. So Opulence Car Club is another way. And number six, I would say one of the most important that we're going to be dissecting today is the lifelong residual income, which actually pays you up to $60,000 a week in commissions. And every time I go over this sentence, I make it very clear for people. It's like when you add it up, it's about $3,120,000 a year in residual income, which is like super vast. And people sometimes are like, really, $60,000 a week? That's amazing. So at the end of the day, this is what the compensation plan pays. So when people are asking you, okay, well, there is, 5 easy ways to make money when it comes to like cash. And then extra on top of that, we have rank advancement incentive. So if you want to kind of like do it this simplified way and you are speaking with a prospect, these are the 5 key points that you want to talk about it, plus the free cruise and luxury vacations as well. Okay. We have 6 other incentives that I'm going to be talking to you today. So it's actually 12 ways of earning, in total with your Opulence Global business. Now, the presentation that I want you to digest on a daily basis and talk about it, I find it is the easiest way, is that operating your Opulence Global business is very simple, right? You are actually social sharing, right? Or in person, right? You can do it through obviously your social media. It could be if you're doing it through your phone, if you're doing it through networking with people, you can be going to groups, you can be joining actually these groups online. And right now that, you know, everything is opening up, people are going back to actually networking in person, which I absolutely love. Of course, using these platforms can help you build your business working from home. And after all of these years with the pandemic, I find that people really had the opportunity to demonstrate that we actually get to work from home. And simply promote your online shop preloaded with exclusive Opulence Global products. That's all you got to do. Sell products and launch shops anywhere in the world without any experience. So this is where I find that we want to reinvent the wheel and try to do the opulence business the way we want, right? And the good thing is that we are all independent in this business, but at the same time, you have the opportunity to follow the system that it's proven to work. So all you gotta do is these 3 simple steps. So this is like the easiest way to show you how to build your Opulence Global business. Any questions so far? I did saw the thing popping up here. I just hope it's not a question. So number 1, retail profits. When I talk about earning 59% retail profits on all your personal VIP shoppers purchases in person or online. Why does this could be, I always say up to 59. It really, there is not an exact number if you are not actually selling online. If you are selling person to person, okay, if I know you and I am going to come and sell you a product, then I can put my own markup. I can decide whether I give you free shipping, whether I give you tax-free, whatever it is. It's my own choice. And of course, as an independent partner, I can choose that price point. For instance, the price of the product in the Philippines, for example, is not the same as the product pricing in Thailand or Singapore or South America. So every country has its own pricing, but you as a partner can also choose and select what that profit looks like, okay? But if you are actually buying the product in advance, like, and you want to carry some stock, then you can have up to 37% discount in your entire shop. That means that if you're a lifestyle advisor, you get 30%, but after 3 months on SmartBuy, which we're going to talk in a minute, you can have an extra 10% discount. So now you are buying the products a little bit cheaper than if you're actually just selling directly from your website. And we have this availability because we know partners also love our products, so they want to have access to these prices in any products of the shop. So you are not necessarily selling every single product that you are actually buying, right? You can also buy for your personal consumption. So let's say an average product, for example, or purchase of Fountain of Life, for instance, which is one of our #1 sellers, it's a $20 profit, right? So if you are selling 5 bottles of the Fountain of Life and each bottle gives you a $20 profit, that's your $100 profit for the day. Or actually, I would say for the hour. Let's say you took 1 hour to sell 5 bottles of Fountain of Life. So all I want you to see is that the more items I sell, the more profit I make. Easy peasy, black and white, okay? No small letters in the contract. This is easy, and a lot of people find it, this is like the #1 approach most companies in direct sales have. Okay, you buy for this much, you get this much profit, right? Now, the one thing I can tell you is that you can create your own promotions to upsell products and to have better deals for your clients. So the better you treat your customers, the more longevity you're going to have in your business when it comes to customer retention. Agree? So one of the things, we're going to have a separate training only for retail profits, but all I want you to know is that, and that's actually a separate training, which is customer care, because I find that most people think of it, like I can tell you this, the first time you sell a product is going to be your easiest sale. Okay, is the easiest, and you're going to be excited and you're going to be like, wow, like I can sell this like hotcakes, right? What happens on the following month? And the following month and the following, and 6 months down the road and a year down the road? You need to have customer care in order to make sure your customers are continuously buying from you. Okay, so let's revisit this on a future training that we're going to have about retail profits, but I just want to give you like the condensed version of the retail profits. Now, #2, wholesale profits. you can start building your team locally and expand globally, because we are shipping to 200 countries in the world. So you can earn up to $250 for every lifestyle advisor shop that you open. So I always use this example. So Daniela, I just need $1,000 extra this month from my Opulence Global business. Perfect. So you can launch 4 people as lifestyle advisors, start building your team, right? To begin with, and that is going to give you an extra $1,000 a month in wholesale profits. Now, if you're launching LPs, you get $100 as a lifestyle advisor. And if you're launching retailers, you get $25. Okay. And this is where I really want you to focus on things, because nowadays, at least in Canada, not everybody earns $25 an hour. But if you are actively building your business and you are doing, you're finding the benefits of each shop, as much as a lot of people only focus on the lifestyle advisor, if the person doesn't have the money to invest and start a business as a lifestyle advisor, we have other options. Okay, now look at this. If you are a retailer and you bring a retailer, you only earn 15. If you bring an LP, you only earn 50. If you bring an LA, you only earn $100, right? So I really want you to take a bigger picture here. So when you are talking to people, yes, we have other options, but you want to make sure they upgrade to lifestyle advisor as soon as possible so that they can earn the most amount of money for the same amount of effort. Okay, always look at what you do and what you are going to receive, because at work, you see, people exchange time for money. Agree? People exchange time for money. So if you are going to work at a job and you are exchanging your time for money, and you look at your business the same way, so how much time you're inputting in your business so that you will exchange it for money? Okay, so the same time, different amount of money depending on your level. So make sure you are a lifestyle advisor first. Okay, awesome, awesome. Number 3, lifelong residual income. You can earn up to 8.5% on your entire organization to infinity. I think, like, I know these sentences because I have repeated them 100 or gazillion times in my career. But what I can tell you is that the more you speak out about it, when you are meeting people who have been in the industry and they understand the concept of a binary compensation plan, and you tell them this sentence exactly the way it is, I tell you, it is a very lucrative plan. So when you say it like this, you can earn up to 8.5% on your entire organization to infinity. Just like this, people will be like, what? Because people in the business understand percentages and understand levels. And most companies don't pay 8.5%. They don't pay on your entire organization. That means left and right sales. And they don't pay to infinity. Okay, they only pay to certain levels. So when you say this sentence, that's why we never change the sentence, because it is powerful. Okay, and now we have 7 benefits on our compensation plan when it comes to the binary commissions. Okay, number 1, there is no volume cap. That means you can earn as much CV every week as your entire organization will bring in. Okay, we don't cap the volume. Number 2, infinite carry over of volume. That means that if you didn't use that volume this week and you didn't get paid out, don't worry, that CV will stay there. And this is very important, because today I want to bring you a lot of questions that were brought in this past week in the office. And I want to make sure that I say it out loud in the training, because at least I can talk to more people, right? So carry over of volume. That means that if you didn't use the volume this week, if you didn't cash out this week, don't worry, it will continue to accumulate until the following week. If the following week you don't have enough volume to, cycle and get paid, don't worry, it will be carried on to the next one. Okay, so it actually pays to infinity. That doesn't matter if you only have 1 person in your team or 300 people in your team. You will get paid on every single person in your downline, okay, in your entire organization. Okay, it's variable. The compensation plan, it's variable. That means that we can pay you in different ways. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a minute. Then there is no quotas. Okay, no quotas. Doesn't mean that if you don't have this much, we don't pay you this much. Okay, equal payout ranks. Isn't this cool? Whether you've been in the company 1 day or 15 years, everybody gets paid the same, equal payout ranks. All the cycles pay the same amount of money for every single one of you. And number 7, there is no D ranking. That means that you could be out of the business 1 year, you come back to the business, you renew your account, you're back in business, you will not lose the rank, okay? We give you the rank the moment you earn it, okay? When you earn to become an LD1, you will be an LD1 as long as you are in the business actively building your business, okay? You will never lose that rank, okay? Any questions so far? I don't see the Q&A. Perfect. Now,
No questions, my dear.
amazing. Let's talk about the binary commission. How am I going to earn that money, Daniela, that you are talking about, that lifelong residual income? Perfect. So first of all, you need to be a lifestyle advisor generating $150 in personal volume. That's the number one thing you got to do if you want to maximize the payout. That doesn't mean you can't be a promoter or a retailer. You can still be. Retailers do not have access to binary commissions, but lifestyle promoters do. Okay, the difference between advisors and promoters is that promoters just make less money for the same amount of volume. Okay, now let's see what you're going to do. You're going to have a left team and a right team. So what you're going to do is, in order to activate your binary tree, you have to start accumulating volume and bring at least one business partner on the left and one business partner on the right. That is in order to activate it to start making commissions. But I want to make a pause here. If you don't activate the binary right away in your business, you don't have to worry about anything. Because remember, you are going to make commissions based on the amount of volume that you have. So if you start your business today and you bring 3 people on the same side of the team, even though you are not activating your binary yet, the volume that these 3 team members bring into your team will remain there until you have somebody on the right or on the left or on the other side to make it happen. So a lot of people call the company and they say, okay, I have 2 children. I want to put one on the left and one on the right. And we're like, oh, okay. Then we take a little bit of time to explain people why you don't want to have your family splitted, for example. Or, if they are friends and they know each other, why they want to be on the same side, why they want to be helping each other and be a part of the same team. The moment you split them and put one on the left, one on the right, whatever happens in the tree are completely independent. So they will never be able to support each other. So don't worry if in the first day, if you are excited, you come into the business and you bring everybody on the common leg, for example. Okay, that's called team strategy. And a lot of people do it. Okay, and I'm going to speak from my own personal experience. When I was in the field, and I actually, within 24 hours, I ranked to the first level, which was LD1, everybody was on the common leg. I did not have anybody on the other side. I had not activated my binary, but I had thousands of volume already built in my other team. So I was teaching people to do the same, but I couldn't understand it at the time because I didn't come from a multi-level marketing background. So all I'm trying to tell you right now is that this is going to activate it for you to start cashing out, but doesn't mean that in the first week you want to start cashing out. Because all you have is a certain portion of CV. So what I want to do is build a strong foundation, and from there I'm going to be able to cash out. I guarantee you, because we don't have breakage on the volume, so the volume will stay there until you use it, until you have enough to cash it out. Okay. Next point, I am going to teach my team to do the same in order to duplicate. Okay. I do want to have a balanced team just because in order to rank advanced, I need to build LD2s and LD3s and LD4s in my both teams. But my both teams are never going to be growing in the same pace. Okay? Your team, and just write this down, your teams don't have to be balanced or equally working. If you notice, for example, 1 month, okay, if you have lower volume on this side, you're like, you know what, this month I'm going to focus on my left team. And then you start bringing people on that left team to, grow it, to find your next leader, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be like that everybody has to be on that side, or that you only work with your common leg. Because we have minimum requirements, but you don't stay within the minimum requirements, okay? So when you teach your team to do that, then you duplicate. Now, your CV, okay, that is coming from all the sales, all the purchases that I'm going to talk to you about, can be split in 3 ways, okay? You can split it in 1/3, 2/3, okay? So 1/3 of the CV is coming from the left and 2/3 from the right. Another option could be 50-50, right? Where you have 50% on the left, 50% on the right. Or it could be the other way, 2/3 on the left and 1/3 on the right, okay? So the system is always going to find a balance between both of your teams because we are paying you on both teams. We set all sales, both teams to infinity, okay? So imagine when you have 300 people, that could continue to happen. Now, all the CV comes from your shop launches, okay? When you are bringing an LP, a retailer, an advisor, it comes from all the product purchases. Because remember, this is not like just money, right? This is product. People are buying product for themselves. People are buying product to sell. People are buying product to use for their own, okay? And of course, some people are on Smart Buy. So if you have a monthly Smart Buy, then the volume from the Smart Buy comes as part of this team volume, okay? Now, every time your team generates $5,400 in CV between your both teams, you get paid what we call a power cycle, which is $400 instant cash plus $60 in a bonus, which is $30 for your marketing pool and $30 for your convention pool. Okay, it says conventional here. I'm gonna fix this. It's $30 for your marketing and $30 for your convention. Okay, convention is, and by the way, just so that you know, since we launched Opulence, because we haven't had a convention, people haven't pulled that money. So I'm excited because once we have a convention, which is like one of the biggest events of the year, people get to receive the convention pool at the convention in a big, massive check. So I am excited for that because it's going to be so much fun. Now, I want you to think of the power of the binary commissions. The binary tree, you know, the more volume you accumulate, obviously, the more money you're going to earn. But, you know, when you are new and when you are showing this to your new prospect, you want to make sure the prospect understands the power of having all of these people in your team that do not necessarily came from you. Okay. I bring into the business Ifra. Ifra goes and talks to her sister in, I always think of the city in the USA that I never know how to pronounce Ifra. I always call it Massachusetts, Missouri, Memphis.
Minnesota.
And it's never the right one.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. And then Ifra brings a troop from Minnesota with 100 people that I don't know, right? I will still earn CV from that entire troop from Minnesota. So if I have 14 VIP shoppers or 14 partners that are actively buying products, we always use the $150 PV because that's what most people do. If you have your partners or your VIP shoppers buying $150 in shopping credits, at a 46% push-up, which we actually changed this past April 1st. So if you're new on this call and you're wondering where is this money coming from, I can tell you. 46% of the money that it's inputted in the company in personal volume, when I'm talking about shopping credits, it's pushed in form of CV. So CV accumulates and then it is converted into cash. So if you have 14 people, let's say you bring 2 and those 2 bring 2 and those 2 bring 2, like LD1, LD2 level type of thing. And you go out and you say, Daniela, this month I got 10 new customers and those 10 new customers are here. You know, all of a sudden everybody's buying $150 average. Okay, I'm just talking about the minimum average that a person buys. There you go. $69 in CV are added into your binary. So all of a sudden, everybody's like 69, 69, 69. Your total CV becomes 966. Okay, so between those 14 partners and VIP shoppers earning $69 in commissionable volume, all of it is added. And in the week, when you have $900 at least in CV, which is your cycle level number 1, you get paid $45. From these 14 people that did not necessarily came from your personal team. That means that it could be these 100 people from Minnesota that all of a sudden join your business. So what happens when I have 27 people? It is double the people, but it's more than double the money. Okay, so now I make $100. But if those 27 people go talk to, one person, and now I have 53 people, I don't make double the money. I don't make $200. I make $220. So the more CV I have, the more money I can earn. Okay, and this is where the power of binary becomes super clear for a lot of people, is because the more people you have in your team, the more CV is carried through the month or through the week, and I can be cycling this amount of money every single week because we paid on a weekly basis. So the cycles are calculated every week on Sunday. So you have from Monday, okay, at 12 midnight to Sunday at 12 midnight of the following week. So during these 7 days, you accumulate as much volume as possible. And then on Sunday, we cut it and we say, okay, this is how much CV you had. You had $119,025 in CV between both of your teams. We are going to split that CV into 1/3, 2/3, 50-50, or 2/3, 1/3. And then the payout for that week is going to be up to $10,120. Wow, isn't this powerful? So depending on your rank advancement and your level in the company, the maximum payout you will receive in a week is disclosed. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. Okay, so if you're a lifestyle advisor, there is a maximum amount of money that you will earn. If you're an LD1, if you're an LD2, so on and so forth. And actually, I want to make a pause here. I'm just looking in my back. I want to make sure that you all are using your prosperity book. Okay, I'm also working on the new revised version because we have changed the package and a few numbers have changed, including the new CV, but the basics of the business remain the same. Okay, so the prosperity book allows you to understand a little bit better this information. And if you don't know how the cycles work or why you take this money from here, where is this CV coming or deducted from there, you can follow what says in the book and it will actually help you understand it better. Okay. Now, let's talk about the personal team bonus. I was discussing with you that's a way that you can actually earn money. So lifestyle advisors receive personal team bonus from all the personal purchases from their first generation leaders. If they are retailers, 10%, and if they are promoters, 5%. Very easy and simple. So you don't lose the opportunity of earning because they are not lifestyle advisors. Okay, so you can provide the opportunity for retailers and promoters to continue to build their business. Yes, they're going to make less commission, but when they are ready, I can tell you that they will upgrade their business. Okay, now, if your partner is buying shopping credits, okay, your personal team bonus will be paid when they redeem for product. Okay, because we don't want to pay you on a money that is going to be sitting in the account and we don't know when they are going to take it. So when they redeem for product is when you get paid. Okay, remember we need to have exchange of products, right? So when your partner goes and buys shopping credits, fantastic. When they redeem the shopping credits for products, we pay you the personal team bonus. Okay, so let's say your partner is saving every month 150, 150, 150 to save for a family pack, for example. So when the customer or the retailer buys the family pack, we pay you the team bonus. Okay. Now, why this is very cool is because the more retailers and the more promoters you have, the more money you can earn. So let's say you have 10 retailers and their average purchase is $500, which is a family pack. It's actually, well, now it's actually more. But it is extra $500 a month in personal team bonus. So I love this because this encourages you to give the same amount of value to all your team members because you are earning bonuses from all of them. Okay. Now, we talked about vacations. So we work hard, but we play harder. Okay. We have, a rank advancement incentive as you grow in your business. And obviously, the higher you rank advance, the more incentives you get. So as an LD2, you receive a luxury cruise. As an LD3, you receive an exclusive summit. As an LD4, you receive an exotic vacation. As a presidential, you receive first class travel. Okay. And as a royal, you receive private jet travel. Okay. So I want to make sure that we are all in the same page when it comes to this, so that we can actually make the proper changes and the proper adjustments in your journey and in your career to say, okay, I want to go to the next level. Okay. Now, Opulence Car Club, number 6. Okay. It is an easy way. It's actually 6 tiers that you can actually earn. You can earn from $500 to $4,000 every month. In your card, if you have a card, you receive, cash for it, but you will also have a shopping credit option for partners who don't actually have a car, and we pay them double the retail value of the rank advancement that they have. So let's say they receive the executive card for $500. If they don't have a car, they can choose the shopping credit option for $1,000 in retail value. So we deposit the wholesale value in their account in shopping credits, and they can enjoy the perks of having earned the Opulence Car Club. And this happens every month. So if you qualify this month, great, you get paid. If you don't qualify, no problem. Like, you are not at a loss. In most car programs in other companies, whether you qualify or not, you have to pay every month. So if this month you didn't qualify for the bonus, now you have to pay from your own pocket, right? Because somebody has to pay for the car. So in our case, if you are having a car, then you just get compensated in cash. But if you don't have it, we can compensate you in shopping credits. And I find that a lot of people are enjoying this shopping credit program just because it gives them products for themselves that if they buy stock, for example, they just make more profit when they sell it. Okay. So if you are a lifestyle director 1, you can earn up to $500. A lifestyle director 2, up to $750. Lifestyle director 3, $1,000. Lifestyle director 4, $1,500. Presidential lifestyle director, $2,000. And as a royal lifestyle director, $4,000 every month. Okay. I love our Car Club program, and every month, believe me, I'm like aiming and seeing like the report, because I'm just excited, to see who's earning these extra perks. Because how would you like to be, like, for example, for instance, someone that earns, that's a lifestyle director 2. Let's put it easy, right? Lifestyle director 2 earns $750 cash to pay for the car of their dreams, but they can also have, the shopping credit compensation. So 750 times 2, okay, it's double. That's $1,500 in retail value. Okay, so all you have to do is grab your calculators right now. So you do $1,500 times 70%, right? Because wholesale, between retail and wholesale, is 30%. So 1,050 shopping credits are going to be deposited in your account. So imagine the 15 of the following month comes in, and you go into your back office and you have 1,050 shopping credits in your account. Like, I can tell you, people go bananas shopping, and I want to hear maybe some of your experiences. And all of a sudden you get, let's say, a pair of shoes or a purse, or, that little, sunglasses that you always wanted it. All of a sudden you get them for free. Okay. Any questions so far? No questions. That's awesome. Number 7, MGRS. Okay, we have 3 ways to qualify for MGRS. And the reason why you want to tap into this is because if you're a lifestyle advisor, you get 1 share from all of this pool. This is earning beyond what we just discussed. Okay, with the MGRS, you are earning from the entire sales of the entire company. Okay, so we put all that money into a pool, split it into power cycles. Depending on how many power cycles and how many qualifiers we have, we split the money evenly. Okay, so if you're a lifestyle director 1, now you don't get 1 share, you get 2 shares. But if you're a lifestyle director 2 and above, you get 3 shares. Now, Daniela, how do I qualify for MGRS? Like, I want to be a part of this. So perfect. There is 3 ways. Number 1, the traditional method. It is a way where we grab everything you buy, everything you sell, everything you launch, and everything you upgrade together to generate about $2,500 in PV. It's the average, and voila, you qualify. Okay, so all you need is $150 in PV, at least one lifestyle promoter or a lifestyle advisor in your team that qualifying month, $200 in new retail sales, $700 in bonus qualifying volume, which is a combination of CV. Okay, the BQB is the combination of CV of everything you buy, everything you sell, and everything you launch, and everything you upgrade. Together in CV value gives you BQB. Okay, so if you're buying product, 50% of what you buy in CV value goes to your BQB. So if you're buying product, 50% goes to your BQB, okay, in CV value. If you bring a lifestyle advisor or a lifestyle promoter, the CV from those shops goes into your BQB. So how much CV do you earn? Listen to this question. This is a test for you. How much CV do you earn when you bring a lifestyle advisor in the company? I want to see in the chat, go crazy on the chat. If you bring a lifestyle advisor, how much CV do you receive in the binary? Stephanie Weiss, awesome. Raphael, congratulations, 500. So the same $500 from that LA that you brought into the company goes into your 750 BQB that you need, right? And you get $400 CV if they are utilizing the 24-hour deal. Great. Thank you so much for that, Ifra. Thank you for reminding them that they get, 400. So if you are earning CV from bringing the LA, and you need the LA for the MGRS, right? That same CV goes for your BQB. Can you imagine? We're like triple dipping here. Okay, now I have one VIP shopper that buys $200. The CV value from the $200 they purchase, if it's FOL, whatever they buy, remember 46% goes into the BQB. So the value, the 46% from the Lifestyle Advisor Canadian pricing goes into BQB. So can you imagine when I get 750 in that little bag of BQB and I have the other three requirements, I qualify for my shares. Okay, now the second way, which I know it's actually, I would say is my favorite way just because it creates momentum in my team, it's called the momentum package. Now the momentum package has 50 bottles, $200 in shopping credits. We gift you $500 for free. We gift you 30,000 Opulence points and you qualify. Now, this is the perfect way to get instant qualification. If you have a partner that is building with personal sales and they just want Fountain of Life. If you do this, imagine the amount of volume you are going to receive per momentum pack, number one. Number two, the partner not only receives $500 in gift shopping credits, but also 30,000 Opulence points for you because you bought the momentum pack. And now you are going to be qualified. Okay? So it's win-win for everybody. So now imagine, imagine your entire organization utilizing the momentum package to qualify. So not only you are investing money, you're getting $500 for free, which I love. On top of that, I'm getting Opulence points. So I get my products for free. And then guess what? 50 bottles. Like I really want to dissect this. And when I teach you retail profits, I'm going to focus on momentum pack because it's actually my favorite package. Why is my favorite package? Because all I'm doing is buying in advance the products, okay? So that I can make my retail profit, whenever I sell it. It could take me, 2 weeks, 1 week, or 1 month, doesn't matter. But I could do 2 bottles a day. If I work 5 days a week, that's 10 bottles a week, 40 bottles a week. And then the other 10, I can use them for samples. I can use them for myself. I can use them, to gift for my promotions. On top of that, I have extra $200 in shopping credits in my account, retail value, and wholesale value, and I get $500 for free. I can use for whatever I want, but I can also use them for more Fountain of Life if I choose to. And on top of that, I get 30,000 Opulence points. That's $300 in fashion for free. Like for me, it's a no-brainer. But sometimes it's hard for certain people to understand why I want to buy bulk, save money, I save in shipping, okay, and earn more. instead of buying little by little. But you can do that because we have a third way to qualify, which is PV. So the PV method allows you to do the same kind of momentum that you would do with a momentum package, but you're doing it in small steps. Okay, you can do one family pack at a time, for example. As long as you generate $2,500 in PV, which is about the same PV that is generated with the momentum package, guess what? You can qualify to become MGRS qualified. So a lot of people in certain markets utilize the PV method because yes, they want to earn, like how much money do you earn with a momentum pack? Have you think of that? Have you think of that? Because you just get more perks, you just get more benefits from having the momentum package. So if you are focusing your entire organization on retail sales, which I know, for instance, people in the Philippines, Mexico, the Caribbean, they are buying products to sell. And a lot of people maybe are hesitant to go online, or maybe the people that are buying from you do not want to create an account. We just give you all the freedom and the flexibility to choose, right? So if I love that you're helping me on this. So if I have 63 bottles from the momentum package, because let's say you redeem all the bottles with the shopping credits in bottles, right? You get 63 bottles and you only earn $20 per bottle. That's minimum $1,260 a month. So I can invest $2,500, okay, average of what it costs, what cost me to invest in the package. But on top of that, you are not forgetting that you are actually getting $500 for free that you can redeem for more products after the fact that you receive the 500. You get 30,000 Opulence points, which is $300 in jewelry that you can actually redeem to resell as well. You qualify for the bonus, so the MGRS at the end of the month, or the following month, I'm going to receive a cash bonus. Like from anywhere you see it, you have that benefit up front, which in the PV method, I can buy slowly. If I don't have the entire amount of money to invest, I can do little, but guess what? The good thing about it is that you are going to be able to do it in small installments. You're just not going to get the $500 for free. You are not going to get the Opulence points, but you are going to qualify for the MGRS. And you were able to do that with a little bit, like little steps. So minimum, if you're earning $20 per bottle, your profit alone will be $1,260 in cash, $300 in fashion, plus $500 free. Cool, right? So that's the three ways that you can actually qualify for this seventh method of earning. Okay, now we have additional bonuses. Okay, these are incentives that you will find along your way, along your journey with Opulence Global, which is the fast start bonus available every time you rank it. Awesome.
Yeah, so Jane is asking, can you explain the 400 CV for the 24-hour promotion?
Amazing. Just give me 1 second here. I don't find. So I'm going to try to go back. So the only difference between the regular package and the 24-hour deal is that it comes with less products. Okay, so when you have, or actually I should say with less shopping credits, okay? The 24-hour deal is a discount package. So if your regular package is $1,875 and with the 24-hour deal you buy it for $1,500, that discount in CV also comes, that discount comes in the value of the package, right? So you just get less shopping credits. So instead of earning $500 in CV, you're going to earn $400 in CV. And you actually earn less commission as well, wholesale profit, because the value of the CV and the value of the wholesale profit is calculated based on the value of the package. Does that make sense, Ifra? Am I making sense?
You definitely do to me. Please let us know, Jane, if that makes sense.
Amazing. Rafael Bendor, you can actually buy the Momentum pack and you can find it under your FOL section, but the Momentum pack is not available in Israel, okay? Because of importing. You have to have an import license to do it. So unfortunately, if you are shipping to Israel, the Momentum Pack is not available there. Okay. Awesome. Actually, I mean, I have seen people who actually order, for example, in the States, and then they ship it on their own. Like, people find, you know, creative ways to get their product. And I tell you, when I see it, I'm super proud of, you know, their partners. But I know, for example, in Israel, people can only order 6 bottles or 8 bottles at a time. They can import more. They just have to pay the taxes for it, right? And I don't know, sometimes customs is, you know, take advantage of the people and they just charge more. And I mean, it's crazy, but you know, this is our new reality. Awesome. Any more questions, Ifra? We're going to open up for questions, because I think, Ifra, you're going to help me with the most common questions that people normally ask. I know sometimes we are shy to ask, and I want to make sure that everybody has those questions answered before they go home today. So the number 9 way is the mentorship bonus. So that means that every time you are helping someone in your team grow their business and become LD1 or LD2s, when they are rank advancing within a time frame, you also earn 10% of, on top of what they earn, you all also earn 10% from their binary commissions of that month, right? So let's say the binary commissions of the new LD1 was $500. So you earn 10% of that as well. And the company pays you those 10%, which is $50. So imagine if you are helping people grow and build their business, all of a sudden you're adding bonus to your paycheck. Okay, that doesn't come from the income of the new person. It actually comes from the income of the company. Okay. Number 10, organizational revenue sharing, which you get when you become a presidential lifestyle director. It is a portion, okay, of your entire volume of your entire binary commissions. You get that little portion as an organizational revenue sharing. You get it on top of that. Number 11, you get Royal Lifestyle Director Fashion Bonus, which you get to choose one of our most amazing fairy mosh pieces. Okay, so number 12, which I still consider one of my favorite bonuses, is the Opulence points. Okay, Opulence points are designed to give you that extra perk for the products, or, you know, the benefits or the income that you're bringing in your business. And we are gifting it to you so you can redeem for your favorite pieces. Okay, so every month we change the products on the Opulence Point section. We add watches, we add purses, we add shoes. You know, it doesn't really matter which piece it is, but we just put it there so you can redeem. Okay, every time you do a certain activity in your business that generates revenue, you get Opulence Points for that. Every time you bring a lifestyle advisor, every time you buy the Momentum package, every time you qualify for NGRS. So when you are qualifying, you're earning Opulence Points. Okay. Now, we are going to have an hour of Q&A, Ifra, because I think a lot of times we just don't get into the meats and potatoes of what the compensation plan is. So we utilize this simplified version so that partners can understand it easily. But if we were to look at a back office and you don't know where to go and you don't know how much you're going to get paid, how are we going to calculate that? So I want to open the microphones right now if there is questions, or Ifra, maybe you can help me with the most common questions that people ask you, for example, on a daily basis when it comes to the compensation plan, and then we share them with everybody here, and then we can have, you know, a successful Q&A. What do you think?
Absolutely, my dear. Let's do that. I mean, how often do you get an entire hour to ask everything to none other than our sales development manager? So Jane was just confirming that she understood the question earlier, which is, she says, this is when you buy the package at $1,500 instead of regular price, you earn $400 instead of what regular price package would get. That is correct, Jane.
I love it. You know, that's an actually great tip, Ifra. When you're asking a question and you are responding, one of the best ways to learn is to write that question again. When you are writing the answer, it is like sitting in your brain, and it's a perfect way of learning. So Jane, congratulations. So you ask a question and then you reiterate the answer in your own words, and then you write it down, because whether it's here, because in here we are chatting, but you can actually write it down in your own words, you know, in a book, and then ask it again. So are you saying that I can get, you know, $400 CV when I buy the 24-hour deal? Like, you just say it again. And it is a perfect way of understanding that what I said is what you understood. So awesome.
Yes, absolutely. You're most welcome, Jane. All right, so the questions, my dear Danny, I know that you and I talk about this a lot, many, many times. In our conversation plan, the most crucial step to really understand is the smart buy.
Mm-hmm. I love talking about smart buys because I know it might sound complex, but people have adjusted the smart buy to what they think is correct. So let's talk about the smart buy. Absolutely. First of all, you know, the smart buy was designed in the first place to have people access, and I'm actually going to stop sharing so that you can actually see me instead of the screen. So the smart buy was designed for you, your partners, your VIP shoppers, anybody who is on smart buy to receive products. Okay, it was designed to receive products every month. So this month I want a foil. Next month I want Fairy Flawless. Next month I want shampoo and conditioner. Next month I want toothpaste. You know, it was designed for you to have kind of like that auto ship taken care for you, because we know people are super busy. We know people are not going to be thinking like, oh my God, what day is today? I have to place an order. And not everybody is building their business full time. So because of that, we wanted it to create a system that was easy, that is like set it and forget it. You know, it is there. Now, because we want to give you all the freedom and all the flexibility, right? We incorporated shopping credits inside the Smart Buy system. But shopping credits and Smart Buy is the same thing. One of the benefits of being on this program is that it qualifies your business with the minimum requirement, or it could possibly qualify your business with the minimum requirement of $150 in PV. But because we are a global company, if we ship to 200 countries and everybody buys the product for different pricing, it is hard for the new person to calculate how much is 150 PV, right? So because it's hard to, it's not that it's hard, it's just probably you don't know how to calculate the PV. Then people started to put shopping credits, and we added the shopping credits in the Smart Buy because it's easy. I don't have to think about it. I just select the 150 shopping credit and that's it, I'm done. Right? But then we have options for you, because we don't know what could be happening for you that month, and that particular month could be different. And I'm going to give you some scenarios. So your qualification goes from your shopping credit date, and your shopping credit date is different for everyone because it is based on when you launch your business. So if you launch on the 10th, if you launch on the 15th, if you launch on the 20th, we all got into the business on a different date. So that's the first thing you need to learn. That's why on your first page of your book, okay, in your journey begins, we have when it is your Smart Buy day. It is a date that you want to remember. Okay, it is a date that you want to learn. That's a personal thing you need to learn. Okay, when is your Smart Buy day? So that you know that the software is going to look for your qualifications on that particular date. And that particular date becomes what determines whether you are qualified for commissions or not. Okay, so the software is going to check every day for those people who are being qualified on that date, whether you are renewed or not, and whether you have generated $150 in personal volume or not. It is simple. Okay, so you're based on your date. If your date is, let's say today, or let's say today is actually is one of the biggest days of the month. Okay, why? Because I joined on the 23rd. Okay, then my Smart Buy is going to be processed 7 days prior. But let's say your Smart Buy date was today. So the system, okay, is going to check if between today, April the 23rd, and the last 30 days, March the 23rd, if in these 30 days you have generated $150 in personal volume. Okay, so if you don't, it's gonna charge your credit card for your Smart Buy choice or your backup subscription of shopping credits. Whatever it is that you chose, they both count for the same as long as you generate 150. The software is going to look for the 150. Why? Because sometimes people call Ifra or they call you, oh my God, dear Danny, why is the software doing this? No, and they think and they blame the software as if you are charging me wrong. But no, we just have to look at what the customer chose, okay? So why the software is looking for the 150 is because if you don't generate 150 by the 23rd, which is today at midnight, okay, past already, it's already done, you cannot continue to accumulate the sales volume and your volume will be flushed to zero. Okay, so let's say that you have $100,000 in CV and you don't generate this 150 PV, boom, you lose the 100,000 CV to zero. So the software is going to try to look for all ways for that not to happen. Okay, if you don't pay, let's say, because you didn't generate the PV, nothing happens. It's just the software assumes that you are not active in the business, so it's going to flush your volume. And then the next day when you realize, you're going to call me frustrated because where is my $100,000 volume or CV, right? And because you are frustrated and you don't want to lose that, and we say, okay, it's just because you didn't meet the minimum requirement of 150. Now, when I say minimum requirement is because most of you are not doing only 150. If you're buying a family pack, that's way above the 150. If you buy some a sterling or a family pack of a spray, like those, most of the packages, and Emmanuel, I'm going to answer your question in a minute. Most of the packages are above the 150. But let's say this month you said, you know what, I only want one bottle of FOL and the one bottle doesn't cover the 150. So we have two options inside the Smart Buy, okay? We have number 7 option, and you can see it in your back office that number 7 says yes or no, it's your choice, it's your freedom. Remember, okay, yes, process my Smart Buy even if I'm PV qualified. What does that mean? Means that between March the 23rd and April 23rd, I already made a purchase. I already generated my 150 PV. So on the 23rd, when the software checks, it's going to say, oh, Daniela already ordered, but she selected yes, process my Smart Buy. Okay, then it charges the credit card again. But if you selected no, don't process my Smart Buy, if I am PV qualified, if you place an order for the 150 PV, then the software is not going to process your Smart Buy. But if you selected no and you didn't generate the PV, you're going to lose the volume because there is no 150 PV. Okay, so that's only a protection level for you. And then you have number 8 that says, please adjust my Smart Buy with shopping credits to meet my minimum PV qualification criteria. That means that if you selected one bottle of Fountain of Life, for example, and it didn't qualify you for the 150, the software is going to add the PV missing inside the Smart Buy to charge you the 150. But you have to have products inside the Smart Buy. So let's say you are in a $150 subscription and you select $35 shopping credit, but selection number 8 says yes, adjusted. So we're gonna buy you $35 in shopping credits that you selected, plus the difference in shopping credits to meet the 150. So people say, oh, why are you charging me double? I selected 35 and you charge me 150 plus the 35. That's because your backup subscription as a lifestyle advisor is always 150. The software is always going to look for the 150. Because if you don't have 150, your account is flushed. It is very easy, it is very simple, but we try to, complicate it, and maybe I didn't know, and maybe so our easy bet for everyone is select both to be protected. If you just want to make sure that you meet the PV criteria, whether it was with the Smart Buy or not, then you select both. But if you place an order a day before, guess what happens? Now you are PV qualified for the month. So if you're PV qualified for the month and you don't want the Smart Buy, I don't have to run the Smart Buy again. You see, we don't want to force people to place an order. All we want to make sure is that if you are actively building the business, that you are qualified so that you can have access to your commissionable volume. So I want to make sure, Ifra, everyone on this call is getting it crystal clear, because I know these questions arise every day. And the only reason why these questions arise every day is because, number 1, people are not on this training. Number 2, they don't have time to watch the recording. And number 3, they are always going to call the upline. But if the upline is not available, they call the office. Okay? And we are repeating these on a daily basis. So it is just convenience for people, but sometimes we forget that convenience comes with a price, right? And in our case, because all we're looking for your account is to be active, we ask for a minimum of $150 in personal volume. So I hope that it is clear. I'm trying to dissect it as much as possible, but if it's not, tell me so we can go back and explain it again.
Absolutely, Danny. Absolutely. This is the most popular question. So can you just repeat what you said at the end, which was to be on the safe side, you want to have both of them checked off, 7 and 8. Now, here's the question. As in your example, I have made my purchase before my date and I have both 7 and 8. Can you walk us through what happens?
Okay, amazing. If you have selected yes, process my smart buy, and inside your smart buy, you have 5 toothpastes, but I ordered yesterday a family pack of FOL. But number 7 says, yes, process my smart buy, even if I'm PV qualified. So you are PV qualified with your family pack for Fountain of Light that you ordered yesterday. But you told the software, I don't care, process my smart buy, even if I'm PV qualified, because I still want my 5 toothpaste. Perfect. The software is going to charge the smart buy on the 23rd midnight. So number 7 is, if you, whether rains or shines, whether you went and buy shoes and purses and redeem Opulence points, whatever activity you did in the month, you still want to have your smart buy. Because remember, the original intention of the smart buy is to have products. But what's happening now is that partners are saying, you know what? I just want to be on the safe side. I don't want to think about which product I want. I'm just choosing 150 shopping credits in the smart buy. But yesterday I bought a family pack. So why, if I bought a family pack for, let's say, $700, now you're charging me $150? Is because you selected 7 and 8. 7 says, yes, process my smart buy. Okay. And 8 says, adjust it if I'm not PV qualified. Let's say yesterday you bought 1 bottle of FOL. Today, I'm going to charge you the 150. It's not going to adjust based on your monthly purchases. It's going to adjust it based on what you have in the smart buy. So if in the smart buy you have 1 bottle and 1 bottle doesn't meet the 150 criteria and you selected number 8, it's going to adjust it so that your order is qualifying you. Because if you buy 1 bottle, you're not gonna qualify and your volume is going to be flushed to 0. So just think of it as a protection. You don't have to select both. Now, let's say, Ifra, same example, you buy the family pack today and your smart buy is in 2 days. 1 day before, you go into your smart buy, you say, oh, do I want my smart buy? No, my order already generated the PV. How do I generate the PV? Do you know how to check that? All you have to do is go into your orders. And if the order of that month has the PV, just go to the column that says PV in your order system. It says order 1, 2, 3, 4. Besides says how much PV that order generated. The software is calculating for you. You don't even have to calculate anything. So even if you are in the Philippines or Kenya or anywhere in the world and you paid $700 for the order, doesn't mean it's 700 PV. Because what if you redeem your shopping credit? So when you're redeeming, you are not generating PV. You are just redeeming what we already pay you, right? We cannot give you PV on both. So be very careful. If you are purchasing products, you are buying, you're paying at checkout, okay, that generates PV. And the PV is calculated in Lifestyle Advisor Canadian pricing. Okay, now, if you didn't buy, but you redeem, you had $1,000 in shopping credits and you redeem before the 23rd, that PV of that order is 0. So the software will process your smart buy. Now, great question, Rafael. What happens with the 10% here? So the 10% discount is on redemption. If you are buying products and now you have a smart buy discount, so your product instead of being 150 now becomes 135, are you PV qualified? Answer to me. If the requirement is 150 and you have a 10% discount, so now your products becomes 135, are you PV qualified? I love Raymond is paying attention. No. You are buying it cheaper, but that doesn't mean you are qualified because the requirement hasn't changed. That's why we added number 8. Because now your product, all of a sudden after 3 months of ordering FOL, now your product is cheaper. So now you are not 150 PV qualified, you are at 135 because of the discount. So we added number 8 so that people who forgot it, because remember, set it and forget it, right? The people who forgot about their smart buy is now buying the same product for less. So we added number 8. So in case, now we probably have one of those cases every 6 months or every 3 months, right? In case your order is less than the 150 PV, we adjust it with shopping credits. So we add $15 shopping credits to your order because from 150 fall to 135. So I think once in a while we need this smart buy class to be reminded, because guess what? We just get used to it. But the easiest thing that I just find that a lot of people are doing, they're just selecting 150 on the smart buy and that's it. Because they don't want to monitor when they buy. They don't care when they buy. A lot of people actually, it becomes irrelevant to them because they are just buying anytime. You see, the people who are actively, let's go back to momentum culture. If I am building a team with momentum culture and they don't have the money to buy the $2,500 at once and they're doing one family pack a week, guess what? You are always PV qualified. You don't have to worry about the 150. You don't have to worry about your smart buy. You don't have to worry about option 7, option 8, you don't have to worry about anything because you're always generating more than 150 every 30 days based on your date. So I know, for example, Rico has this issue every month in the Philippines. We have to manually monitor the people who order after the 23rd because you're going to tell me, Daniela, I was late. Something happened with my credit card. I didn't pay on the 23rd. Can I pay tomorrow on the 24th? Yes, but guess what? You are automatically PV qualified for the following month and you are paying late. So I need to make sure that your order is not qualifying you for the following 30 days. So we need to make sure that you pay the 150 for the previous 30 days. So there's a lot of things that sometimes you don't know that happen in the background, but because we see every day, we become experienced. And I know Raymond now is laughing, but we are trying to give you the best. We are trying to give you the opportunity. We understand that things could happen. Maybe you lost your credit card. Maybe it was stolen. Maybe, you're getting the new one and you don't have it yet. So we are trying as much as possible. That's why you have a kind of like a grace period so that you don't lose your volume. But guess what? You need to make sure that the following month you pay before the 23rd, right? So a lot of partners that are actively building their business and they are buying all the time, they don't have that problem because every month they are generating the 150, right? So we just want to make sure that if for any reason you were late on your payment the previous month, that you make up for it so that you don't lose the volume on the following month, okay? So yes, I know, Raymond, the office in the Philippines, we communicate through an Excel sheet and we are always monitoring the people because we want to make sure you don't lose the volume. And at the end of the day, I want to give super big kudos to our PVS team because believe me, what they do behind the scenes, you have no idea. And they're like, Daniela, we're protecting this volume and this one. Because we know the moment you go in your back office and you see your volume is 0, and you're like, I worked so hard all of these months to go back to 0. We don't want that, right? So yes, thank you to, obviously say thank you to Angelique and Greg and Khadija and Ahmed and Helia and everyone in the office because they all work so relentless to help every single one of you not to lose your volume. But, a lot of times we try to reach you and we can't. A lot of times we try to reach people and we can't. WhatsApp has been an amazing help too, because we try to, send you a text message, just a courtesy call from Opulence Global. We just want to make sure everything is okay, that, something bigger happened to you. So we're just there for you. We just want people to know that we want to make sure that, volumes are protected and that, if something happened, definitely we can be there for you. So talk to them and, you know, send them some love in a support ticket, because believe me, when we look at support tickets, most of the times is, you know, people don't know something or they're asking a question. It could be even a complaint, you know, so it's good for them to see that you also appreciate what they do. So sometimes it's good to open up your, you know, your support tickets and see that someone is praising you and thanking you. So, you know, show them some love sometimes is also good. I told them, you know, a couple of days ago, I said, sometimes we have to deal with the negative aspects of the business, and PBS is trained to, you know, always be positive in regards of the adversity, because of course people are going to feel that, you know, people that don't know us, people that are new in the business, people who don't know that they have full support from corporate and come from other companies where they don't have that support, and they think in here is going to be the same. They think that we are the same as the rest of the customer service people. So we are absolutely not like that. So when they come to us and or they are rude and they just think that, oh, you know, I'm going to do it my way and things like that, and then they slowly start to get to know us, it's very different. So I agree, I love it. Raymond, thank you for acknowledging the Philippines team. Yes,
Yeah,
Ifra.
I love it. I love it. So now people are waking up to all the questions. So Emmanuel has been quite, he has been quite patient. His first question was, what package do you recommend for beginners?
Amazing. Well, you see, it really depends on what you want. I would say if you're a beginner, just get, you know, your 2 bottles of FOL, couple of toothpaste, start with, you know, a little bit of each product so that you start, you know, trying the products. Now, the very cool thing is that if you're new, you probably already tried all the products because we are giving you a free Safe Home Revolution package in it. But because right now a lot of people are not trying the Fairy Flawless, I would say, you know, get a Totale package or like, you know, day cream and night cream, like things that you could actually combine. That's why you have bundles in the top and then you have create your own in the bottom, because we want to make sure that we give you that freedom and that flexibility. The problem is that when you don't calculate the PV of each product, it could be less than the 150 if you're only using the products for personal consumption. You see, my favorites, I always say, my mom taught me, if it's free, go buy it. It's the bundles, because the bundles always give you something for free that you can use it as a sample. You can use it to give it away to your VIP shoppers. You can use it, let's say right now, if you buy a devotion package, you get free Dream Lips and eye serum. If you like these type of perks where you get something for free, I always want to take, you know, put my hands into those bundles. So, you know, there is bundles, for example, where you have 3 of each and you get furry masks, for example. So everywhere you go, like you want to have your products, and people, I'm telling you, they will ask you for it. So always add those little things where instead of coming it from your pocket, it comes from a bundle because you made the investment. For example, I love that when I am, you know, if I am building my customer base, I always want to have an extra little gift for them. So if you're buying bundles that have free headband and free towel, right? I want to add those free headband and free towels for my customer. I want to create a beautiful basket. So when I am gifting you something, you feel like, wow, this is like my $1 million product. Like you have to be super proud of those things. So if instead of you going and buying it, it is given to you as a free bundle, always go for the bundles. Now, of course, we don't have jewelry bundles there. So a lot of people buy shopping credits, and then when we have sales, you go take advantage of that redemption and perhaps get, you know, that extra perk, right? So a lot of times, for example, right now we have the Mother's Day bundles, right? So look at the bundle, choose the piece that you absolutely love. You're going to buy the products anyways, but buy it in a bundle so you save some money, right? So I love that. It's always finding that extra little perk. So if you're a beginner, of course, start with the products that you love, but also how do you want to build your business? If you are building your business for, you know, retailing, go to Momentum Pack, go to Family Pack. At least you get 1 free bottle. You get, you know, the mask, you get the free cleanser, you get, you know, a towel or a headband. These products are going to be helpful as tools in your business in the future. Okay, next question, sweetie.
I love it. This question is specifically for me. I know that we did it earlier together. MC says, Ifrah, you wrote 63 times 20. What is the 63 number, since the Momentum Pack only has 50 bottles? I understand that the 20 is the profit on each bottle, but what is the 63? Please help me understand.
Amazing.
Go ahead,
Well,
my dear.
You know, Ifra, that I am a numbers person when it comes to the sale. And if I have a retailer mentality, I'm going to be looking for that deal. Go back to what I just said. So instead of just buying single bottles, I'm going to go try and buy an extra family pack, because a family pack gives me a free bottle. So instead of getting 12 bottles, I'm actually getting 13. Even if that 13 bottle is for me, I'm getting my products for free. So yes, I am selling products, but I'm also getting my personal consumption for free. So the 63 comes from, and I know it varies the calculation based on your country. Some countries get a little bit less, some countries get a little bit more. Or for example, in Mexico, you put a little bit of extra money, like, $16 or something like that. But you add, with the shopping credits that are gifted to you, you add more Fountain of Life to the bundle. Now, the reason why I didn't mention Fountain of Life is because you can use those $200 for toothpaste, or $200 for eye serum and night serum, like whatever it is. You can use that gift even for yourself, to buy for boots or a purse or whatever. But if you are building the business, you can get not only the 50, you do the order, and then with the money that is gifted to you, which is about 700 and something, well, actually, it becomes 50 something, because the $500 gift is retail value, so you get 350, right? And then you get 200 and something, so it's like 550 in total shopping credits that you get. Now imagine, this is where it gets better, if you are on a 10% Smart Buy discount. So now you are actually buying cheaper. So the same $500 is going to buy you more products. So you redeem those shopping credits for family packs, where you get a bottle for free. And that makes the 63. You get one family pack from those gifts. So it's 50 plus 12 bottles that you pay for in the family pack makes it 62, but you get your bottle for free. It's 63 bottles. That's where the 63 comes. And I love that you're putting it here. So you get $500 retail value plus 300 minus the 30%. That's 560 extra shopping credits that are wholesale in your account. But if you have a 10% Smart Buy discount, you're not buying at the regular wholesale price, and you get an extra 10% redemption. So there is a little bit of a room to play with whether you get 13 or 15 bottles in certain cases, like in Canada. But I'm sure you are doing the calculation based on Canadian pricing. Even with the increase that we had last month, it's phenomenal. It's still an amazing bundle. On top of that, you get $300 in jewelry for free. Right? So always look at the perk, always look at the value of your package. And if you're actively building and actively selling product, 50 bottles becomes like nothing. So go ahead, make it happen. And you start building a culture of momentum. Imagine the CV that is going to come from the team members that are buying momentum package. Okay, next question.
All right, so the next question comes from Janine. I want to ask one question. Okay, so just to clarify about the whole Smart Buy once again, that means if you want also get gift for this month, we need to purchase product and pay with our cash, not the money in our shopping credit.
Correct.
So that's the question. So right now the promotion that we have, if you spend $150, you get a free gift. She's asking, I guess we can use shopping credits for that.
Yeah, remember, it's purchase. When you are using shopping credits, it's not a purchase. When you're using, that is called a redemption event. Okay, when you're redeeming your points, we already pay you on what you purchase. So when you buy the shopping credits, 46% pushes in the binary, right? CB, $69 CB. We pay commissions on those shopping credits. So whatever you have in your account already paid commissions. The only commission that hasn't been paid is the personal team bonus for the LA that brought you. But other than that, all the commissions are paid. So when we say purchase of 150 means new orders, not redeeming what you already have. Okay, so always look at, we are very keen when it comes to using, always our CEO says semantics matter. So that's why I said in the beginning, we have to be very careful with the words that we use. New purchase, whatever purchase. By the way, that could be prior to your Smart Buy. Okay, so if your Smart Buy is today, you can buy like yesterday, make an order for whatever you were gonna order in your Smart Buy. It could be the same products, it's gonna qualify you for it. Select no, don't process my smart buy if I'm PV qualified. Qualify for the month a day before your smart buy. Get your free gift. You don't have to buy the smart buy again, right? Or it could be an order, extraordinary order, like I'm going to be doing a show. I want to have some VIP builders, you know, these type of things that you can add to your regular agenda or to your regular schedule of orders. You know, maybe that sunglasses that you always wanted it and you get the extra gift. So absolutely a way to take advantage is utilize it as your smart buy order instead. And voila, done deal, get the gift.
Love it. Another excellent question. And I know for a fact I get asked a lot, and many of you get asked a lot. So when you have a brand new LA that joins, right, and they get the 1875 regular package, that comes with 1,700 shopping credits in retail. But when they go into their back office, they only see 1,190. What is the best way to explain that, my dear?
Amazing. So this is very easy. You see, anytime you go to a shop, let's say you go to the mall and they say 50 plus 30%, you don't say, oh, it's 80, right? No, it's 50 plus 30 is never 80. Okay, it is called marketing. The retail value is that you are paying me, okay, 1875 cash. Okay, you're giving me 1875, $2,000, right? Or actually 19 something with the fulfillment fee. The $1,700 value of the money you gave me is retail, it's cash money. But when you become an LA, you are not buying for $1,700 value, you are buying for wholesale pricing. So the pricing that you see in your back office is wholesale. It's 30% less than if you were a VIP. So I'm gonna give you an example. This necklace, let's say, is $100. If you give me the $100 as a VIP, you get the pendant, right? But if you're a lifestyle advisor, you don't give me 100, you give me 70 and you get the same pendant. So the package is in retail value because when you are presenting the business to people, they are not advisors yet. They are VIPs, they are just prospects. They are not even VIPs yet, okay? So when you are showing it to them, it has the retail value of the package is as if they are VIPs, $1,875, $1,700 value, okay? So they can buy up to $1,700 worth of product. Now, they join the business. They know they earn 30% discount immediate on the product. So we just convert this money into shopping credits at wholesale value. So now the 1,700 minus the 30% that you're going to buy it because the pendant in your back office is not going to be displayed at $100. It's going to be displayed at 70. So you only need $70 shopping credit wholesale value to buy the pendant. Am I making sense? So the value, always say it, this is retail value and you're going to receive it in wholesale value. Right? So when you see it, don't expect to see 1,700. It's $1,700 value because you become an LA, it's 30% less. So when you convert the cash into shopping credits, it's the same. You're buying the same value of the product. It's just costing you less money. So you see it as a different number, right? So let's do the math if I'm not mistaken. So you get 1,700 times 70% because you get 70% shopping credit ultra and 30% shopping credit. But right now, because of the promotion, you get the entire value. So 1,700 times 70%, you get 1,190. So always say you're going to receive $1,190 in shopping credit because it's already deducted to the 30% wholesale value. Because you're not going to see retail value in your website, you're going to see wholesale, okay? So you can buy what is worth $1,700, right? If they sell it, how much they're going to sell it for? $1,700, not $1,190, right? That's their profits. So always remember, retail profit is the difference between the LA and the VIP pricing. In most cases, it's like 30%. Am I making sense, Ifra?
I love it, and everybody's agreeing with you, and that is the best explanation I've ever seen. So I'm learning as well. Thank you for that, my dear. All right, so MC came back with a clarification here, okay? So she wants to know if I buy the Momentum pack, does that count towards my smart buy?
Of course.
Meaning, I always buy my smart buy to be PV qualified. Plus, if I want to be MGRs qualified, I buy on top of my smart buy the momentum pack. Please clarify, my dear.
It is two separate conversations. Okay, number one, if you are buying the momentum package to qualify for MGRS, you're automatically PV qualified because you only need 150, period. It is the easiest explanation. You don't have to do both, but you could do both. Now, let's say your smart buy day is today. You buy 150. But tomorrow, the 24th, you buy the momentum package. If you buy it after your smart buy day, it qualifies you for this month, but it also PV qualifies you for the following month because the software looks at the 30 days from the 23rd to the 23rd. But if you bought it before the 23rd, if you bought it yesterday, okay, in the same qualifying month, you qualify for MGRS. And then if you select no, don't process my smart buy if I'm PV qualified on your smart buy, the software is not going to charge you the 150. Okay, always follow. And this is where, like, I always like to go to back office. Let me try to open my test account IFRA so that I can show you where. Always based on your smart buy, you have to look at the dates. I don't know, do somebody wants to vote so that I can open a back office? Because obviously my test accounts don't have PV, but I'm gonna see if my test account has PV so that I can show you. Give me one moment, let me check here. All you have to do is based on this shopping credit date that you have in your back office. Did you know my account is John Doe, right? Okay, until it opens, I'm gonna share my screen. So this is my back office. I'm gonna go to shopping. Oh, first of all, before I go there, my smart buy day is the 23rd, actually. Look at this. So my next date is gonna be the 23rd of the following month because the software charged me last night. Okay, supposedly, right? It's always midnight. So the 23rd, I'm gonna go to my orders. The software is going to check for my qualifications. Look at that. It actually charged my credit card, not mine, but the test. So the 23rd at 12:37, that means midnight of here, Canada, I was charged my credit card in my smart buy $150 shopping credit. But maybe I ordered yesterday, the day before, the day before, the day before. Why? Because from March the 23rd, I'm gonna check here, right? Because this is my test account, so it's not the best example. If the software charged my 150 here and I didn't generate 150 in these 30 days, the software is gonna go find at least 150 to protect my volume. So always look at these numbers. So if you buy a momentum, you will see $2,500 here, at least. Now you're gonna see a little bit more because we increased the pricing, right? And we haven't changed, we only adjusted the amount of dollars in the shopping credit so that you still have received the same value. Now, I would say, and Ifra, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't see many people earning only $20 from a bottle of Fountain of Life. I do see people making a lot more retail profit. So maybe you want to share here how much retail profit you earn in your business for every bottle of Fountain of Life you sell. I tell you, most people do not earn $20. The other day I told you the story. I found a lady, bought it in a store. She paid $100. So you are actually earning $35 per bottle. So 50 bottles times 35 should be the actual calculation. So the software is always going to look for your 150. So if you are buying momentum, you don't have to do an extra 150 because what the software is looking is your PV qualification, and your momentum pack is going to give you $2,500 of PV qualification. Okay. As long as you do it before your date. In my case, this John Doe account is the 23rd. So the software is looking for the 150 minimum between March 23rd and April 23rd to see if it should charge or no. If I have my momentum before the 23rd, perfect. Now, I'm going to go to the other example. You buy your 150 today, and then tomorrow on the 24th, you go buy the momentum. So I'm going to go back. Imagine that was in March. Okay, March 23rd, the software charged me my 150. And then on the 26th, I go buy the momentum. I qualify for MGRS on March. The software is not going to charge me my 150 here because on the 25 of the last month, I ordered the momentum to qualify for March. It's not going to charge me. I am PV qualified, but guess what? If I don't place an order and I don't generate PV in April, then I lose my volume and I lose my Smart Buy discount. That's why you want to have both. Because the momentum, when you are PV qualified, is qualifying you for the next month, but that doesn't mean that you don't generate PV in that month if you don't want to lose the discount. So this is why you still want to place the order, just because you want to maintain your discount, okay? So don't get between the two concepts confused. You don't have to if you do it in the calendar month. My suggestion for you will always be buying it before your date, not after, because if you buy it after, it's going to qualify you for the following month and you can get confused. If you don't buy another momentum, you're going to lose your volume and you're going to lose your 10% discount. Okay? Carol Barry, great question. How many family packs do I have to buy before I can qualify for MGRS? Great question. I'm going to use this account just to show you how you calculate that. Okay, you're going to go to health. I love teaching this. You're going to go to health. You're going to go to family packs. Your family pack is $700 in shopping credits. Okay, Carol. So $700. And in here, it shows you the PV value for this package. Okay, I don't know which country right now is selected. So I don't know which zone pricing is displaying right now. But I'm going to pay $700 shopping credit, but the PV value for my purchase is $551. So if I don't redeem shopping credits and I buy it, I'm going to earn $551. That means 551, 551, 551, 551, 551. With 5 family packs, I will qualify for MGRS because I will have generated $2,500 in PV. Is that clear? So 5 family packs at this value. I don't know if, Carol, if you're in a different country, we have to look at your country, but the PV value for a family pack is always going to be 551. So always follow this number to do your calculation. And this number is what is going to appear in your order section that I just showed you. Okay, so in this case, it is 5 family packs. So if you were to look at the value, you will get 13 bottles times 5, it's 65 bottles. So you see, it's calculated so that everybody gets the same. The difference in here is that you actually got 5 bottles for free if you do it separate. So if you are, for example, in the Philippines or Mexico and you want to do small bites, you can do that as well. Carol, you are in Trinidad and Tobago, perfect. So you are in a 20% zone pricing. So this is mostly accurate to your country. Awesome. Next question. Was that clear, Ifra? I think it was good.
Amazing. Very, very clear. Thank you, Carol, she says. All right, so Naima is back. Naima, I'm not exactly sure if I understand it correctly. Maybe Danny will understand it. So Naima says, the other one I get is, so the 30% is dedicated from the money I paid.
The 30% is dedicated.
Yeah, not clear. Naima, you want to clarify that, my sister? I don't know if you're referring to
discount? 30%
yeah,
the discount level?
I think so, my dear.
Oh, I think maybe she's talking about the, I mean, Naima, you can clarify. I think she's talking about the 30% from the package pricing. So is the money, it's 30% from what you pay. Yes, so if the value of the shop is 1,700 times 30% will be the LA pricing, because LA, remember, makes 30% instant, right? So if you do 1,700 value of shopping credits, shopping credit ultra in your account, you do it, you can do times 30 and deduct it, or times 70 and you get the total. So if you do times 70, it's 1,190 shopping credit deposit. If you want to do it the other way, you do 1,700 times 0.30, which is 30%, it's $500 and 10 deduction, minus 1,700, you will get minus 1,190. It is 2 different ways of calculating. You can calculate it both ways. It's the same thing. I just like to do it times 70%, so I get the total right away instead of doing the extra math. But that's just how I learn it to this way, so that I know when I go shopping what's going to be my final price. I don't have to be calculating. Is that clear? Is that what you were asking? Please let me know.
Yes, she says very clear.
Awesome.
Amazing, amazing. Wow, wow, wow. This has been such an amazing, amazing ride. I know that we still have few more minutes, team. I mean, how often do you get an opportunity, an entire hour to ask any question, anything that comes to mind? You're most welcome, Naima. So I guess you're actually right at there, Danny. The other day, the question I asked you when you literally woke me up, it's almost like you put a cold water on my face was I had a partner who contacted me and he's like, I made some purchases. My credit card was charged, over $200, but I still get my 150 charge. So if you just want to explain again the PV and the price, my dear, that would be awesome.
So let me see, because I am in test Opulence. I don't know which other orders I might have. Let me go check. I'm gonna see if in all the story of these are all our testing, so that you can see we test all the time. We test wraps, we test like a lot of things. But let me see if there is something with less PV. So if I am, let's say these orders that say 0, I redeem shopping credits, right? So this particular partner, of course, paid like $200. Like, look at this one. Well, this one started 170.10. Like, there must be a reason for that. It has probably shipping and things like that. So I'm just gonna open it. So even if you pay more and you say, why is showing 170 if I pay $300? And I'm gonna open it just to see what was the actual total, to show you that what you pay doesn't, look at this. This is a perfect example. So I paid $170 in shopping credit, and then I paid the taxes, right? So my credit card was charged with $203.51. So if you open your bank statement, you're gonna see Opulence Global charged you $200. That means I pay more than the 150. Why am I not PV qualified? That's why I said PV is not dollar to dollar value. Okay, PV is Lifestyle Advisor Canadian pricing, but now Canada has some pricing too. Canada has a 6% some pricing. So it is going backwards, right? That's why I love this genius way that if you want to calculate how much PV you will earn from buying a product, always go to the PV section on each product. So this person, for example, had ordered products, but didn't meet the 150 criteria. You could be at 149. If your smart buy is today at midnight and you are at 149, are you qualified for PV? No. The software doesn't look at people. The software looks numbers, okay? It's not saying, oh my God, this is Ifra. I'm gonna make an exception because she's an LD4. No, it doesn't work like that. It's like, oh, Ifra, you only missed $1, my dear. Don't worry, we will forgive you. No, the software doesn't read people, it reads numbers, right? So you are at 149 PV. I need to protect your volume. You need minimum 150 and you are at 149. I have to charge you the subscription, which is the backup for 150. Why are you charging me 150? Right? Because the software is looking for the 150 to protect your volume, to protect your CV. Next day, what would you rather do? Pay me the 150 or losing $100,000 CV? You see, it's give or take, right? So always make sure that the PV criteria is met before your date. Always before, never after. If it's after, you have to make up. Okay, you have to make up for the following month. So always, I love that. It is into fairness and wealth for everybody. I love that. And I thank that from you, Raymond, because I know, for example, Raymond, we had some scenario with you as well. So sometimes, the software doesn't understand where the money is coming, right? But it has to look for the fair value. So always make sure before your shopping credit date, whether you made a purchase or it's a smart buy, you accumulate 150 PV minimum. If you're doing family pack, you're safe. If you're doing momentum pack, you're done. If you're doing above the 150, that's why I said for most people, the 150 becomes irrelevant because you're actively building your business. But if you are not, let's say you are a personal consumption partner, you're only buying once in a while, the best bet for you will be select shopping credits, accumulate shopping credits, and when we have a sale or when you have enough funds to redeem, go get yourself a bundle, save some money, get a discount, and you're happy. Okay, does that make sense, my dear?
Absolutely. Everybody's saying fair enough, fair enough. So this is awesome. So we have another excellent question from Sharon. She says, I made a purchase, wanted to use my debit card, but my shopping credit was used also. Why does that happen? What did I do wrong?
Nothing. Actually, let's look at that. You cannot be charged double, okay? If that's what you're possibly thinking, is not charged double. So let's say you want to buy this set, okay? Now it's sold as a set, and you go click 150. In my case, I'm just going to show you the options based. I'm assuming I have some shopping credits. Go to the checkout, okay? In your checkout, you just have to check, how do you want to pay for this? Okay, I'm going to show you here. I have 150 in my account because the software charged my smart buy last night. So it's going to use my shopping credits, right? And it's going to charge me $41 to my credit card. But Daniela, you know what? I don't want to purchase the shopping credits. I don't want to spend my shopping credits. I want to use my debit card. So then in here, you can select do not use my shopping credits for this order. So when I click no, look at what's going to happen. No problem, pay full. I don't deduct shopping credits. You pay me the full amount. Now, we would have to look at that specific order, my dear, to show you what was your selection, because sometimes we just go click order, we don't read the details, we don't understand that, oh, by the way, I have $1,200 in my e-wallet. I want to use my e-wallet. So I click on it and it's going to show 0 here, no credit card. It's going to show e-wallet. I'm just showing you an example, okay? E-wallet 191. Oh, by the way, I haven't renewed. I renewed and I haven't selected my bottles. Okay, select my bottles. I want to have my bottles there included in my order. Like, we have to go section by section. Like, take the time to read these things. These things are here for a reason. Sometimes people are just click, 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 done. And then, oh, why do you charge my card? Well, you're authorizing, right? When you click finalize, right? Of course, this is my admin section. It's not letting me go through, but you know, you will see here, finalize the order or don't finalize the order. Why? Because I don't have the money, or maybe it's obviously I'm using my test account. So it's going to Kenya, for example. You see, we always use Kenya as an example because of the zone pricing that they have, and they have so many exceptions, and we always use it as a default. But I can select, do I want to use my gift shopping credits, pay the taxes for it? No, I don't want to use that. Yes or no? Do you want to use your shopping credits? Do you want to use your e-wallet? Like, so actually, do you want to pay with Opulence currency? By the way, this account has a gift, you know, and then you review it. This is what I order. Review what you order always, right? So I said the best bet for you, my dear, if you don't want me to check that order particularly live in the training, is not a problem. You can submit a support ticket if you just want clarity on how it was charged. But you can also see it if you go to the order. I'm going to go back here just to show you where I was checking the PV. You can go back to the order, click on the order number, and you will see the invoice transaction. Okay, if you want to review something that is not clear for you, or that you have like a little bit of discrepancy, or you don't understand what happened, you can go back to the order. I'm going to show you what it is. So I'm just going back to all the steps I did. Okay, you're going to click on the order number. For example, here, I'm going to check my order from last night. That was my smart buy. Click on the order number and it's going to open your invoice. And it's going to show you where the money was taken. In this case, it was taken from the e-wallet. Okay, and it was my smart buy. Who's going to be shipping to? Okay, so you can see on every order what was in the cart and how much did we charge you. And in this section, how did you pay for that order? So you will see how much was taken from your debit card, how much was taken from the card. Now, a lot of times it could be two separate transactions. Maybe you bought 150 and then you see a second transaction of 150 that could be your backup subscription. So we just need to revisit that particular account to see where the money was taken from. But you can also investigate on your own. But if it's not clear for you, you can also submit a support ticket. Next question.
I love it. So it looks like that's all the questions that we have, team. This is awesome. We still have about 15 more minutes to go. If anybody has any itching question, Sharon, please let us know if your last question was answered. It was very clear for me. That's exactly probably what happened. Charlene is saying yes, she needs to unselect using shopping credits. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. Did I see a hand up? I thought I saw a hand up. So any burning questions? I know we have a lot of amazing leaders here. If there are any questions that come that you want clarification or how to best address it, right? I guess the last question I will take, Danny, and this is very, very common question, and that is when a brand new person starts. By the way, team, let's all welcome. We have our sister Debbie, I believe. Let me go back here. Depression, yes, Debbie. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, my dear. She's actually looks like a guest today, and she wants to know how she can register. So definitely, you want to tune in, or maybe Danny, go ahead. What is your advice to her?
Amazing. Well, first of all, congratulations for being here. Thank you so much for taking the time this morning to jump on this amazing training. We actually have these trainings every week. And what you got to do is, of course, there is, different packages. And I suggest, connect with the person who invited you this morning to be here. Who's the person who invited you? All you got to do is go to their website on the section that says opportunity, create a VIP account, and look at the packages that we have. Select the package that is best for you. Get started today. Each package comes with a shopping credit portion, which you probably got a little bit of knowledge this morning on what shopping credits are, and that you can have access to our amazing products, on a daily basis. But, what can I say? My, words of wisdom for you today is like, this is a perfect timing to get going. I find that with the pandemic, we had amazing success, people really working from home, making sure that they have access to this beautiful, opportunity as in the e-commerce section, understanding that people can work from home. And my favorite part, I would say, is the Opulence Global Nation. We all work as a one team. We are in 200 countries. Like, what can go wrong, right? If you are determined to make it happen, this is the way to do it, and we want to welcome you, of course. So, was there another question that I was? Yes, the recording will be available in your back office under the training section. I also want to add something before we wrap up the call. It is a question that we get, very often. And if you have your prosperity book, the book that comes with your welcome kit, if you don't have it, you can also download it from your back office. Right now, on the version 3, if you see it in the cover, it says version 3. Page, I'm just gonna go through it. Okay, page 73, okay? On page 73, you will see the 4 cycles that the CV will look in your back office, okay? So the four levels of cycles that you will have. Now, when people are looking, and I want to show you where you can find this, like where you want to see what it is my team, how many I have, where are they going, where are they coming from, where is the CV coming, all of that data, it's in your back office for free. By the way, most companies charge money for that, okay? In your back office in Opulence, it's free. So all you got to do is go to your organization, organization, team, volume, okay? So you can see your downline, what is on the left and what is on the right. On this particular account, because it's my test account, obviously you see your left is 0 and my right is 1300. So, okay, this is left and right. You can see how the software is going to look for the combinations we discussed earlier, 1/3, 2/3, 50/50, or 2/3, 1/3, okay? So when I click on the CV, you can go as deep as you want. Every month, okay, I click on April, I can see where this money is coming from, okay? Because I'm buying a lifestyle advisor, because I have a shopping credit, I am checking all of this. So you can see all the people in your team who's actually doing certain activities and that are providing you volume, okay? You can go as deep as you want per month on the left, on the right. And then if you have enough to cycle, you can see all the combinations here in your book, you will get paid if you're a lifestyle advisor around 150. Okay, this is how much you will get paid. Now you will see the deductions then, minus 600, minus 300, minus 1800, minus 2500. So you will see the deductions based on the cycle level that you will receive. So if you see 600 and 300, you get paid 45. If you see 600, 1200, you get paid 100. If you see 1200, 2400, you get 220. Okay, so I just want to give you this because sometimes people ask us, say, why did you do 600 and 300? Like, why? So sometimes we forget that there is 4 different levels. Okay, I wanted to add that to our training today.
I love it. I love it, my dear. Thank you so much. You have been so amazing responding to everything. Raymond says the slides are so too powerful and awesome. Indeed, a simplified discussion to understand the best conversation plan we can find in Opulence Global. Thanks, Danny and Sister Ifra. You're most welcome. And the office for this presentation. Can't wait to download a copy. Absolutely. My question to you, Danny, you know, as we all know, oftentimes the one part that we have, you know, a bit of a challenge is closing the sale, as you always say, right? So right now, after we finish this, I know my team and I, we have the Somali webinar. I know there are other webinars happening as well later on today or the next day. What is your advice once we show the business to our guests? What is your advice in terms of really the benefit, and you alluded to it earlier, the benefit of really starting with us today rather than tomorrow? What will you say to that brand new person?
So number one, and I always speak from personal experiences, but you know, something very powerful in our team is, remember always that sentence before you even recruit or talk to anybody, say, you know, we get paid 8.5% on our entire team to infinity. So whether you start today or tomorrow, there is going to be a loss for you, because we are here on a first come first serve basis, right? So why do you want to position yourself today? Is because I don't know how many people will be joining my team in the next 24 hours. But look at how I say it. You can make your decision whenever you want. I just don't know how many people will join my team in the next 24 hours. And I want to make sure you get the first spot. That is called leverage. Okay, and because we have guests today, and I mean, it's a perfect training. I was talking about this the other day with one of our partners, and you know, my wording for you should all be safe. First of all, it doesn't matter where you are in the binary, you are going to get some sort of benefit. But I don't lead the business with the benefit. Why? Because you're not here to become millionaire tomorrow. You're here, you're coming to work from home, to build residual, to build wealth. So if I'm talking to you from a business perspective, Ifra, guess what? I just talked to one of my best friends. She's ready to get started. But because I spoke to you yesterday, I want to make sure that you enroll in our software before her. So if you have thought of someone that could join the business, I already have a leader ready to join your team. So I am building and I am helping you build. But in order to do that, you have to join first, right? So I help you, you help me. This is a win-win situation. By the way, my train is living whether you come with me or not. Like, my goal is mine. My dream is mine. God put it in my heart, not in yours, right? So if it's my dream, I'm going to make it happen. I would love to share that dream journey with you. And, you know, we can become powerful partners, but I'm not here to obligate anybody. And if you speak with that confidence, I'm telling you, all you got to do is just talk to more people. But if you have that type of person, now another thing that I do is listen more and talk less, because most of the times we're just like, you know, we want to tell them everything, and you know, the 1 2 3 4 5 6, the 13 ways we make money, and we are like loading them with information that in reality they don't understand, they don't want to hear, and they really just, you already lost them an hour ago. You know, I'd rather you ask me questions than me just talk about the compensation plan, because if you don't have questions, means you just haven't experienced that particular topic. That's why you're not asking the questions. You haven't been there, so you can't have a question based on something you don't know. So your new partner doesn't know. The person that's in front of you doesn't know all the background and all the things that you have lived in order to be where you are. So your answer should always be, you see, I am in a mission, you know, to make this happen. And I can make it happen for you, right? I just talked to a couple of friends that are ready to get going. But if you really want to do this, I can help you with these partners. Let's set up your account today, because they are supposed to get back to me tomorrow or whatever, because you're always following up, right? Recruiting is not a one-stop process. It's layers of process, right? So you're always talking to people. So you really are always leveraging people to help them grow. So it doesn't, even if they are not in my team and I didn't personally sponsor, it doesn't really matter, because I'm here to build. You see, I am going to get the CV from any of them, regardless of where they are in the binary. So all you got to show them is how the structure works, so that if you don't join today, something could happen tomorrow. And I have shared this story with you many times. Actually, this amazing partner is still on the business. When I was in the field, before joining corporate, it was one friend invited two of us, right? Like, we didn't know, we met at that meeting. It was with the 10th anniversary conference of the company. I wasn't there. I was just outside the hotel, and they were having meetings in the, at the hotel. And I went there, to meet my friend, because she was coming all the way from Niagara, and I normally don't get to see her. So I came just to really say hi. I didn't know about the company. I don't know she's in a conference. I don't know, it's the 10th anniversary of our company. Nothing. I don't know nothing about it. She comes in, they are talking with leaders. I see Anil, I see Renee, I see amazing leaders. Amarjit was there. A lot of, the partners that are still with us today. And I go there, and they are telling me about this compensation plan. They're telling me about the car program. Like, I don't know the company. I don't know what they sell. I don't know the products. All I know is that if I come in, I bring one person on the left, one on the right, I start building my binary, I can have commissions at the very, very minimum level, of $45. Like, for me, it was just a numbers game. Within 24 hours, the other lady was there. She's still in the business, by the way, in Niagara. Beautiful, beautiful woman. And she's like, you know what? I didn't bring my credit card. Like, she was just coming from Niagara for a day out. Like, she wasn't ready to join any type of business, because they never told us we're going to a business meeting. And then she's like, no, I cannot join. You know what? Like, I'll speak to you on Thursday. This was like on a Saturday or something, right? She didn't join for until 3 days later or something. She became my downline. But because she didn't know I was going to be like a freaking rocket, I was so excited. I became LD1 in 24 hours. She lost 12 people. So she could have been my upline, right? But because she didn't join at that moment, it was circumstantial. She didn't have the credit card, then she didn't spoke to my friend, and 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Within 3 days, we brought a troop of 12 people that she ended up, somewhere in my downline. So because I don't know, I can't control that. So that should give you confidence on how you're speaking. Go ahead and say, I actually just don't know how many people will join my team in the next 24 to 48 hours. I just don't want you to miss any of it. So every person that is joining every day will go now be a part of your downline. And you will start earning commissionable volume from what they do when they join. Right? So my answer to you, Depression, if you want to become a lifestyle advisor today, we actually have an amazing promotion right now for $1,875. You get the entire access to the shop that you just showed, that we show you $1,700 retail value for that shop. And on top of that, we are actually gifting the Safe Home Revolution package, which is a little bit of each product, which is about $495 value for free. So you need $1,875. Check the packages that are best for you. With that, you get 30% discount right away. I can't wait to have you started, but thank you for being here this morning. And talk to the person who invited you. Who invited Depression this morning? Raise your hand. Who invited Depression? Congratulations. Thank you for being here. So if you're talking to someone and they want to position themselves, I know Depression wants to start today and position yourself, because you don't know who's coming tomorrow. That friend, she's still my friend, lost 12 people in the first couple of days. Rebecca, awesome, Rebecca, congratulations. Talk to Depression, show her the packages, choose the one you want today. Money always comes, but if you have a credit card, you can get started right away. You receive your package. And Depression, which country are you from?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, Rebecca Robinson. If it is, I'm going to be seeing you, my sister.
Awesome. Yes. Duration, you have a phenomenal team all the way in Ottawa. And oh my God, I'm so happy for you. You're going to get to work with our powerful, amazing leaders all the way there. So congratulations. Thank you for being here. We actually host meetings every week over there as well in Ottawa. So I know you're going to get to meet the partners there. So super exciting.
Absolutely. And we are at the top of the 2 hours. Wow, wow, wow. What a powerful, powerful 2 hours it has been. Thank you so much, my dear, for taking the time out of your busy schedule. I know that you had a big, big weekend as well, a personal celebration that you're having as well. So it's an honor to have you here, my dear. Thank you, team, for joining us. I just have a few last announcements here to close it with. So on May 8th, as we all know, it's Mother's Day weekend. That's right. So we have some amazing, amazing bundles. I actually saw it this morning on Instagram that you can get it now. Order yourself for your mom, your friends that are moms, right? Anybody, for yourself even. Let's all do that. And a reminder, our sales development manager just alluded to this right now. So depression, and to all of our amazing guests online, make sure that you take advantage of this amazing promotion. It is ending less than 10 days now, 1 week left. Let's take advantage of it, of our Save Home Revolution. I can tell you, when I saw this came out, I wanted to restart again. I'm like, can I re-register again? That is how amazing it is. Take advantage of this awesome, awesome Save Home Revolution promotion. And of course, we have our brand new Opulence Visa card. How many of you have already ordered? I've seen so many people sharing it. I know a lot of people on my team are sharing it. Oh my God, I got my new card. For all the new partners, they actually get it for free. But for the existing partners, you can order yours today, and it's only $15. So go for it. And lastly but not least, we have the amazing promotion with a purchase of only $150. You are going to get this beautiful gift that you can wear. I know my team has already ordered, and they're all said that, you know what, it's going to be our Eid gift that is happening soon. So go out there and shop like crazy, because who doesn't want a free gift, right? Also, a reminder, on Monday, we have the product crossfire with none other than our Senior Vice President and Chief Designer, Sinaz Human, and our scientist, David O, Regulatory Affairs, at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I will see you all there as well. And our forensic training, yes, on Tuesday we have with our amazing CEO and founder on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Let's all join in. Let's all tune in. This is a call absolutely not to miss, because how often do you get to sit in front of a man who has built 5 multi-million-dollar businesses before starting his own business? So definitely is our Millionaires Night in motion. You definitely want to be on that call. And without further ado, I want to say thank you all for taking the time to join us today. Thank you, special thank you to our sales development manager, Daniela, and we look forward to seeing you again. I was honored to fill in today for my brother Arthur, but definitely he will be back on Monday. So I look forward to seeing all of you. And what can I say? To the billion, the chat is blowing up, Danny.
I love it. You see, it makes me feel super important. Thank you so much, Ifra. I know we're like powerful combo, and yes, we miss Arthur, but we know, it's coming on Monday, and for me, it makes me feel super special when I come in and I try to, give you all my, 3,000% to each and every single one of you. I love you. Have an amazing weekend and stay blessed. Thank you, Ifra. To the billion.
To the billion. Bye, team.